Hello, my name is Yami Mashania, familiarly called Jamie. I'm majoring in International Relations at Parahyangan Catholic University, Bandung. Through IISMA program, I got the opportunity to study in the University of Leeds, United Kingdom, in the Business School faculty. So, the beginning of last year, around March 2021, I heard about the IISMA program from my lecturer in Unpar. I would say it was quite a surprise and a miracle for an offline scholarship program to exist, since COVID-19 cases are still quite high, especially in Indonesia. Also, it's definitely a very rare opportunity for a study abroad scholarship program targeted to undergrad students. In addition, it is a fully funded program. I was at first hesitant registering myself to IISMA, not only due to COVID, but also the fact that I must compete with thousands, or I imagine like 100,000 university students all over Indonesia. I was so reluctant, but after discussing with my family and friends, eventually I mustered up my courage and registered myself for the program. I remember the timeline was very packed, especially to register myself for IELTS test, since there are indeed a bunch of students taking the tests and it's not available every day. I don't really have enough time to prepare for the test, and I'm also nervous that the result may come later than the due date for IISMA registration. But thank God, everything went smoothly as planned, and I managed to complete all the registrations, starting from the submission of applications, English proficiency test, essay, and interview. Then, I wait nervously for the result, and the announcement happened to be on my birthday. Thank God, I am accepted for the IISMA program to the University of Leeds, UK. That's not the end of the struggle. There are many things to prepare for the departure to the UK, starting from visa, passport, also registering ourselves to the host university, medical checkup, plane tickets, dormitory for us to stay, health insurance, etc. There are just a lot to prepare. But thankfully, the IISMA Leeds delegation, we communicate with each other, we help each other during the preparation, and I remember we struggled a lot, but due to the support towards each other, we managed to complete everything necessary and finally depart to the UK. In regards to during the arrival, so last year, Indonesia was included in the red list country in regards to COVID-19 according to the government of the United Kingdom. Being a country in the red list, people traveling from other countries must complete the required regulations to the quarantine for 10 days in the hotel appointed by the government. That being said, all delegates must stay in London first in the quarantine hotel before going to the city of their host universities, in my case, Leeds. The quarantine facilities provided by the government was so comprehensive, which includes 3 days meal every single day, laundry, COVID PCR tests on the 2nd and 8th day of the quarantine. It was at first terrifying to do the PCR test by myself, but over time, I'm now used to it, as I have done it a couple of times in the UK. Thank God the PCR results of the University of Leeds delegation turned out to be all negative. Therefore, we don't have to extend our stay in the quarantine hotel and depart straight together to the city of Leeds by bus provided by the university. Studying in the University of Leeds is indeed different in comparison to universities in Indonesia. First of all, the format of the classes are different. Mostly in Indonesia, the class only consists of lecture, whereas in University of Leeds, they have 3 types of classes, which are first, lectures, referring to class with big numbers of students, usually one-way teaching, where the teacher mostly speak and explain the materials for the modules. Second, it's called seminar, and in this class, the number of students are only around 10 students, so they divide the students into smaller groups to focus on particular chapter, which is going to be discussed and implemented in the class. Seminar requires more active participations from the students. also doing presentations, group tasks, etc. The lecturer often assigned us certain books or journals or materials to read before going to the seminar, since it would be thoroughly discussed together during the meeting. And lastly, there is also workshop, which is quite similar to seminar, which focuses on enhancing students' critical thinking and problem-solving skills. That being said, I believe studying in the University of Leeds requires me to read more, especially since I'm taking a whole different major of studies, from IR to business school. Therefore, we are expected to read a lot, and I definitely go to the library almost every day. And I have ever slept over in the library to study and finish the assignments. In regards to my modules, I have quite a lot of assignments with around 3,000 words every assignment. It depends on the modules that you are taking, but mine was unluckily all about reports, essays, and papers. Other than studying in the university, I also occupied myself with societies outside the university. This is also one of the most memorable experiences for me, where I engaged with the local community in the West Leeds Dispatch journalist community. Through this community, I could explore the real Leeds with the authentic locals in a very different part of the city called Armley. As an international relations student, I learned a lot about journalistic, and I could also discover amusing parts of Leeds. After coming back to Indonesia, I learned so much about new ways of learning and studying. Also, I believe that I have become a more open-minded person, and I learned to maximize all opportunities that exist in front of me, not to forget enhance my skills and broaden my experience and networking. I'm really thankful to the government of Indonesia for initiating this IISMA scholarship program, where we can enhance our knowledge from top universities abroad, and it is indeed an unforgettable experience for me that I will cherish throughout my whole life. I wish that Indonesian students can have more awareness to read books and explore more knowledge and elevate academic skills. And I hope that the Indonesian government will strive to put more awareness for Indonesian students to read books, not to forget start to learn English, especially students living in the rural area with limited access to books and internet. As what I have stated during my initial commitment, I'm attempting to make an effort to help improve the education of Indonesians, especially in relations to English, so that all students in Indonesia can have the same opportunity to receive international exposure. To conclude, I'm officially IISMA biased because I can challenge myself, improve myself to become a better version than I was before, and experience an unforgettable adventures that I wouldn't trade for anything in my life. Be bold to go abroad.